Today we are going to learn how to do a show bun. So first we're starting with Miss Kara, and she has really long curly hair. So the first thing you want to do, no matter what your hair's type is we're going to get our ponytail up onto the crown of our head. Like so. And the way you can tell if it's in the right position is if you draw a line from the top of your ears to meet in the center of your head. It should be right on the crown of your head, like this. Then we take hairspray. I like to use Tresemme Extra Hold. It's number 4 or 5 with the gold label, but this is Garnier Fructis Extreme Control. Whatever brand you use is totally fine as long as it's the extra hold kind. When you think you have enough, just add a lot more than that. Double it, and then you're probably pretty close to the right amount. You're going to take a fine-tooth comb, which is with the small bristles instead of the spread out ones. You want the small ones, and you brush it all towards your ponytail. So your hair should be a little wet right now with the hairspray. Another trick for people with curly hair, you can put your hair up wet, which will help get all of those little hairs into the bun. And then once you get all the way around the head combing that part, you're going to take the elastic out and brush all of the bumps that you just made near the elastic back into your ponytail. And with the comb, you want to make sure you're going down into the bottom layers of your hair, not just that top layer. And that will reduce the amount of bumps you have when you make your final bun. So now you take out the elastic. And you can use any type of brush that's good with your hair type, and you just push it right into your elastic. And you can also use your comb to get some of them to let go right inside instead of making more bumps at the top. And for people with a lot of hair, like Miss Kara, you can do this a couple of times before it finally gets really flat into your bun. And as you can see, just pulling it with my hands, I can get a lot of those curls to flatten out right into her elastic space. So then you put the elastic back in, and you always want your elastic to be close to your hair color. So if you have blonde hair, you would use a blonde elastic color, and if you have brown or black hair, you want the brown or black elastic so it doesn't stand out. You want everything to blend in. Now I'm going to repeat that process one more time. As you can see, we've gotten a lot better, but there's still a few bumps, so you re-hairspray. So it's nice and wet. And then you're going to just start again, and I always like to get all of those tiny hairs along your ears and along the back of your neck to come up in. If your hair grows in the front, you'll have baby hairs there, and that will be fixed with the gel later. And the more you practice this, the better you'll get with your hair type, so that it will go faster every time you do it. Then you take your ponytail, and you're going to twist it, and it doesn't matter the direction, all the way to the end. A lot of times we see buns, and they look like a doorknob on top. You don't want it to stick up into a doorknob shape. You want it to lay really flat into a nice swirl. You are going to start bobby pinning right from the base, so this first part that twisted in. So I'm going to take the bobby pins, and you can use bobby pins or hairpins. Bobby pins are the tight ones where both sides are touching, and hairpins are more of a V shape. And you can use either one. I usually use a mixture of both. People with thin hair, you'll stick more towards the bobby pins. And then people with thicker hair, you can use both. Right now I'm using bobby pins for this. And I'm making sure that when I stick it through their hair, it's also going into the elastic that we put around the ponytail. And as I do it, I'm kind of pulling them flat towards her head. So I'm starting up here, sliding it down, and then hooking it into the elastic to keep it nice and flat. I'm going to keep going. Every single person's bun should have at least 15 bobby pins, if not more. You can never have too many, but you definitely want enough to keep it secure and tight. I'm making my way all the way around, and this makes a second layer of the twist with these tiny hairs at the end. And you want to make sure you pin those in as well. Okay, so once I make it all the way around, then what I can do is make sure that it's really flat on her head, which it looks like it is. And then what you're going to do is take a hairnet. A hairnet looks like this, and it wouldn't be like a lunch lady over your whole head. You're going to take it just around your bun, then you cross it, go over your bun again, cross it again, and go over as many times as you need for your bun. If there's a little tail left, you tuck it in and you pin it in. And again, you want your hairnet to match your hair color. Now that we have it into a bun, we're going to hairspray one more time. Then the important part. So once it's up in the correct spot, and if you turn your head this way, you should always see the front of your bun from the front. You don't want to look bald, so you don't put it lower. Right from when she's performing at the front, you can see the front of her bun. So now that it's in the right spot, it looks really flat and everything's correct, you're going to take gel. Again, it doesn't matter the brand. It doesn't have to be an expensive brand either. This one is LA Looks, and I think the whole bottle is like under $3. So then you rub it in your hands. You get a little messy. And then you're gonna rub the hairs flat. And it gives it a really finished look. And you can take the bottom little hairs and push them up into. And this all comes out with a good washing with shampoo and a lot of conditioner. Once the gel dries, you won't be able to brush through your hair. So you definitely want to make sure by the time you put gel on your hair that it is in the correct position. You don't want to see anything extra in your hair. So you don't want to add clips, and you don't want to add bobby pins all over the back. If it's that bad that you need to have bobby pins all the way up, then you need to redo it again and re-hairspray again, and then add more gel at the end. Now we're going to see Miss Elise's hair, which is a lot straighter and it's thinner than Miss Kara's hair. And you're going to see that the end product looks exactly the same on both of them. Step number 2 is taking the hairspray. Use a lot more than you think so that your hair feels wet. And again, you can use any brand hairspray as long as it is extra hold. So I'm brushing with the fine tooth comb. The bristles are very close together through all of the layers of her hair, all pushing it towards the elastic. So then you're going to take the elastic out. For her hair, I'm going to use this kind of brush and brush them back in. Now with people with curly hair, you saw with Miss Kara's, I was using my hands more. People with thinner hair, it works if you use the brush because it grabs all of the layers of your hair. And then you can also use your hands to smooth it out once you get it all in there. Then we're going to repeat that one more time. Now, again, it's on the crown of her head, so if you go from the top of her ears and draw it to the center, it lines right up. So once she's nice and smooth, no bumps anywhere, we're going to twist her hair. And you start wrapping it, and her hair is pretty silky. which a lot of little ones you'll have this problem, where it's so silky it wants to just slide out. You're also going to start pinning right from the center. So we take our bobby pins and grab it from the top, push it under and hook it into the elastic, and then you're going to go all the way around. And then since her hair right here is pretty light, we're going to go with, try the lighter color one. If you have anything left of the hairnet, you just wrap it around and then use bobby pins to pin it under and in so that it holds all those tiny hairs. Then you can go around and really make sure everything is secure and tight. A good test is to have your dancer shake their head, and if nothing moves in their bun, then it's probably secure enough. You want, even with people with silky and thin hair, you want at least 15 bobby pins, if not more. 5 bobby pins does not hold it, and that's why we see our buns falling out in class as well. So now that she has her bun in, I'm going to hairspray one more time to get all these tiny hairs. And the last step is to use the gel. You're going to just rub it, and then you gently make a layer over their hair, and you try to get all these baby hairs back in that are around their ears, around their neck, and around their forehead, wherever their hair grows. And then once it dries, it should feel kind of hard like a helmet. So if you used enough, it should be really hard, and even when you take your hair out at night and you take your elastic out, your hair will stay in a ponytail position. That was enough. If it comes out and it lays totally flat like you didn't have a bun in, then you didn't use enough hairspray and gel. Now she can look at you, and everything is slicked back into a bun on the top of her head, and then if she looks to the back, all of these tiny hairs are pushed up, and everything is nice and flat.